Hey there, it's Wendy Kennedy from Subject to Fire, and yes, I'm in my kitchen again. Got my hubby with me. He's going to be my official taste tester. So I want to share with you one of the things that I make pretty much every week in my house, and it's pureed cauliflower, and it's a really fantastic option to side dishes. Like if you're eating potatoes and stuff all the time, it's kind of nice to just switch it up and have this. And a lot of people do kind of think of it as a substitute for mashed potatoes, but I think it's a totally separate entity, and I love it, and it's super simple. So I've got mine all ready to blend up here. I'll show you what it's like. It looks like right now. There it is. It's all ready to puree. Now I'm going to talk just for a second about how I got it to this stage. So all I did was I put a steamer basket inside my pot, and I chopped up my cauliflower, put it in the pot. I also threw in like 2 great big cloves of garlic and steamed the garlic together. Yeah, there's my steamer. Steam the garlic together with the cauliflower when it's cooking, so the garlic softens up, and when it's ready to be pureed, it purees right along with the cauliflower. So then when it's done, I drain it. It takes about, I don't know, like 15 minutes, just till it's tender to a fork. It takes about 15 minutes to cook, to steam. Then I drain it. And then I usually throw on some seasoning, and I let it soften up for a few minutes. Then I leave the draining tray in my pot, and I let it sit for about 15 minutes because more water will drain out of the cauliflower as it sits. So I pour seasoning over top of the cauliflower. Today I chose a new one, and I got this one a couple weeks ago. It is coconut curry from Epicure, and I love all things coconut curry. Love the 2 of those. So I thought, oh, that would be so awesome with cauliflower. So I sprinkled, I don't know, like a tablespoon probably over the top of it, and let it sit. After it sits for about 15 minutes, I just take the top and lightly, like, leave a little crack in it and drain the remaining water off, and you'd be really surprised at how much extra water there is that drains off it. So let it soften up, softens the seasonings up, and then I like to add just a little zhuzh of Himalayan salt, just to get it a little extra seasoned. And then I use my stick blender and I puree it. And that is it. And I'm not gonna, it takes a few minutes for it to puree, so I'm not gonna bore you with that whole pureeing noise and the sound and stuff, but it's super simple. Puree it, go around it in the pot until it's really smooth and creamy, and then you've got yourself a fantastic side dish. And I literally, this is so addictive. So addictive. I could eat the whole pot. I know that sounds terrible, but I love it. And the thing to remember is this: when you are buying cauliflower and you expect to have like a nice big pot of pureed cauliflower at the end, make sure you're buying like a huge ass cauliflower, like none of these little baby ones, because you'll come out of it with like a cup of pureed cauliflower, which is not what anybody wants. So I buy like the biggest, baddest cauliflower head that I can find, or I find 2 and I chop them up. Hey, yeah, I use the whole cauliflower. Well, I chop out the big center, you know, the big center core, but the rest of it, it all goes in, and just give it a puree, and that's it. And then the nice thing about this is, I love this, actually, the more that it sits, like the longer that it sits, kind of like the more infused the flavor gets into it. So it's always awesome the next day, reheat it. And another thing that I love to do with pureed cauliflower is if I've got extra cooked chicken or the Mexican ground turkey, I'll just heat up a little bit of that extra and like dump it on top of the pureed cauliflower. And oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. So give it a try. If you try, hey Tyler, thanks. I love my coffee picks too. Oh, that's awesome, Jessica. Yeah, if you try this, please come back and let me know if you tried it and if you liked it. And I'm just gonna tell you right out the gate, like, you can do it. When I first started making pureed cauliflower, I just threw the garlic cloves in, because I love garlic everything. I threw the garlic cloves in, and I just did Himalayan salt and fresh cracked pepper, and then I pureed it. But I'm super creative and I do my own spice combos, but I love Epicure. I am addicted to them, and they've got a ton of really great spice combos already pre-made. And this is one that I use too, is the guacamole. And I know it sounds weird, but I use this. Like, I am very diverse when it comes to these spice blends, because you can put that shit on anything, right? So the guacamole I use, and what's the other one? Wait, oh, this one. This one is awesome. The chipotle bacon and cheddar is really freaking good in it. And I have another one. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, I think it's gone. It's something bacon something, I don't know. But anyways, just my point is, play with your food. You know, your parents told you never play with your food. Ignore them. Play with your food and try new seasonings, try new blends, and then it keeps it fresh and exciting, and it keeps your meals kind of amped up a little bit and taken to the next level. Scott's like, I know, he's totally up. Well, I told him he was going to do the taste test and I was going to puree it. Then as I kept talking, I kept thinking, okay, that takes way too long to puree and people aren't going to want to listen to that blender. So anyways, have a fantastic day. I'm going to go puree my cauliflower and I'm going to give him a taste test. And well, the reason I asked him was because I'm doing intermittent fasting and I still have like 2 hours before I can eat. He's like, you have to come over and taste test. So yeah, I'm going to give him a little nibble and see if he likes it. And yeah, we're just heading to the gym. So comment below if you try it, if you love it. Have a fantastic day. Peace out.